Doesn't get much better than this. Afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, the opener of this 3-game set between the Chicago White Sox and the Chicago Cubs. It's Cubs baseball next on the show. Darrell Burroughs, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, this guy keeps his team in the ball game. He's won 2 of his last 3 starts, so he's been throwing the ball really well. And one of the keys for this guy is getting early outs to keep his pitch count down. If he can do that, he should be able to get into the 7th or 8th inning in this one here today.
So here is Avisail Garcia, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the American League in hitting. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Underway at the ballpark this afternoon as the first pitch is in there for strike 1. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W, and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. Our temperature at first pitch and even 70 degrees here this afternoon. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing, and he gets under this one as it's hit in the air to shallow center. Moore comes on now, and he has it 1 down. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, you know, Matt, they need to get better production for their number 3 hitter. He's not producing at the plate like people expect him to. I don't know if it's the pressure or if it's just baseball. Sometimes you go through struggles. Maybe today is the day he breaks out of it.
Set to get his day started, Tim Anderson, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. That's a tough take.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning. Newsflash to the offense, they better get it going.
The windup and the 0-1. Easy strike.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt.
Here it comes on 0-2. And it's fouled away. Here's another 0-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Stepping in now, Frank Thomas, as he'll take a look at ball 1.
Well, even though these 2 teams are in different leagues, they do play each other every year because of the crosstown rivalry, and it's always pretty fun.
Yeah, and for the players, Matt, they love it. Not only is there more on the line than usual, like bragging rights, but they're not having to stay at home.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Down in order go the White Sox. It's the White Sox 0. Cubbies coming to bat. A Windy City showdown, and it's on the show. Carlos Rodon, a left-handed Floridian, will get the starting assignment. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Carlos Rodon, the pride and joy of NC State University. Overpowering fastball at times, 94 to 96 miles an hour with some cutting action. His best secondary pitch is the hard slider and does have a changeup that's on the improve. If he brings all 3 of these, he has a chance to shut anybody down.
First offering on its way. Missed with a slider. Fellas, these White Sox, as they enter play today,
They did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty, they got beat up on the homestand. Losing record in front of the home crowd, never good. But I always used to say, sometimes it's good to get on the road. Remove yourself, get out to a restaurant, see a different city, shower it off, and try and fight in front of some hostile fans.
Now the 1-1 pitch is a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. The 3-2 pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, I'm excited to see if that man in the 6th spot can keep it going. He comes in hitting over 340 on the season. I'll tell you, if you watch him closely, you realize that he's just so consistent with his approach. I'm looking for another one of those consistent performances today.
So in now for Chicago, Jeff Bagwell, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Sharp slider that time. Just missed inside.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew working this one. Behind the plate is Eric Summersgill.
Yeah, Dan, we got Eric Summersgill behind the dish. Really likes to work the ball east-west. What did you like? Did you like north-south, east-west?
I thought east-west, D-Row. The more that I could get away with on the outside corner, inside corner, give me a wider plate than a higher plate. I think it's a lot easier to pitch to a wider plate.
3-1 to him now. One out, nobody on. Full count now, 3-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. He's able to ride this one high and deep toward right center. Back goes Garcia, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. In now, Junior Moore. Fouled away. They'll come into play here. It's 3-19. 11 home runs and 29 driven in. The 0-1 pitch. And that one just missed outside. Called strike over the outside part of the plate.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball.
Here's the first pitch to him. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. So far this year against Southpaws, Ruth averages a hit once every 4 at-bats, an average at exactly .250. Counts even at 1-1 to Ruth. Ruth stands 6'2" as you see him in the left-handed batter's box. Currently finds himself at the top of the list in all-star voting amongst National League left fielders, so the fans are certainly rewarding him for the season he's had to this point.
Yeah, Matty, not surprised this guy is on the top of the all-star game voting, but you have to take a step back. This is being voted on by the fans, so I can't imagine how he feels to be voted in by his fans to start in the all-star game right now.
And he goes the other way with it, high and deep down the left field line. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. He pulls into second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play. Already their second double of this first inning, guys.
Yeah, he's not fooling anybody so far, Matt. Like you said, that's the second double he's given up here. And if he doesn't get things figured out, it's going to be a real short outing.
Standing in now, Mike Schmidt. Into center field, line drive base hit. And the run will score from second to make this a 2-0 ball game.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel pretty good about that. Not only did he have a great AB, first pitch hacking, but he smoked that ball to mix in a ribby knock.
Boy, he did. He must have had a pretty good plan of attack walking into that batter's box, and he had an idea of the pitch that he was going to get, and boy, he sure turned it loose and buggy whipped that one.
The next Cub up, Ken Griffey Jr. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League. Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. Runner's back. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tough one to lay off, called a strike.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make or break moment in this game. When you're playing a first place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in the game and then mount a comeback.
The 0-1 on its way. But a big pass at a slider that gets past him. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. Back with more fun here on a Friday afternoon after this. Leading off the inning, Johnny Bench, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Here comes the first pitch. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. The 1-0 is in there for strike one.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number two. Burrows is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, one, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and two, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at bat.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is, in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Up next for Chicago, Matt Davidson. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are two gone.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
Ready now for the White Sox. Trace Thompson. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. First delivery to him on the way. Missed with a breaking ball. The 1-0 misses for the second ball.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Now the 2-0. 3-0 now.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner on so far.
.30 pitch. And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here.
Well, they were obviously pitching around him there, and I don't blame them. With the bases empty and 2 outs, and a hitter of this caliber at the plate, make somebody else beat you.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. He enters play hitting in the 260s for the year. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hard on the ground towards short. Fielded cleanly, and as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. A man left for the White Sox. They trail things here 2-0. Stepping in, Mike Piazza. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Strike one to start the at-bat. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike two. And Big Mike won't go after that one. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Talk about frustrating as a pitcher. You make a great pitch like that, the guy just lays off of it. That barely missed the zone. The 1-2.
is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Chicago White Sox. And, guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
Digging in the switch hitter, Darrell Burrows, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First offering on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Favorable call in there for a strike.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2, you got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That's a good job right there. Very rarely see pitchers double up where they go a pitch inside. Normally they'll go back outside, but he followed that up with another pitch on the inside part of the plate.
Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Ripped down the first base line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And the payoff pitch. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 2 for him on the year, and the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, there's an old saying that the harder you throw, the farther it goes. How about this? Good fastball, and this ball is absolutely tattooed. See you later.
Into the box, Cal Ripken. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 5 homers and 21 driven in. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. And it's 1-2. And he missed with it up and in to even things at 2-2.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Into the box now, Joe Morgan. Ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0. A ball and a strike now. 2-1 to Joe Morgan.
Count is 2-1.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hit to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. We've played 2. It's 3-0 Chicago. Leading off the inning, Leury Garcia, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Leury Garcia.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch, and that one stayed too low apparently. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
And he fouls this one off. Hey! 2-2.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the White Sox, Carlos Rodon, and we'll likely see him square around to bunt. First delivery to him on the way, and he pops up the bunt attempt. Bagwell is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, Blake Gilbert.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Avisail Garcia. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. He's set, and the pitch. A fastball that just misses inside.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
1-1 the count. A sign now from Piazza, the 1-1. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1.
1-1.
The White Sox are still looking to break into the hit column here. Here's a look over to first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. From the stretch. And he won't go after the cut fastball. 2-2. Garcia leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. White Sox leave one. They trail in this one 3-0. Striding in once again, Jeff Bagwell. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Yanked on the ground down the line. Oh, what a stop. He goes to first. Got him. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base.
That was a great defensive play there. You know, he's not the guy you'd necessarily expect to make a play like that. He's not known for his glove skills.
Stepping in now, Junior Moore. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 1-0. To short. Anderson picks it up. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
The left fielder, number 3, Dave Root.
So 2 are gone now in the Cubs' half of the third, and here comes the Babe. Here it comes. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Garcia. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Down go the Cubs on just 4 pitches. They lead it 3-0. Striding in, Frank Thomas. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Number 35, Frank Thomas.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this is low, ball 1. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Thomas hits a little over the 270 mark. The 1-0. 2-0.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. And a great change of pace has him off balance, a swing and a miss.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Johnny Bench will be next. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close. So I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Digging in to try it again, Johnny Bench comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Thomas gets his lead at first, nobody out. Squared that one up just a little late. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Towards second. But this is hauled in by the second baseman. All right, so time now for the Cubs Road to the Show report, as we see a couple of prospects who have been performing at a high level in the upper minors. Ready for another chance? Matt Davidson. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First offering on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Right there, it's a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
A ball and a strike.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Now the 1-1 pitch. This ball will be chopped foul. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
Trace Thompson digs in. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 4 home runs and 8 runs batted in. High in the air down the right field line. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. A man left for the White Sox. Still down 3-0. Stepping into the box, Mike Schmidt. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Mike Schmidt.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
Fastball called for strike 2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
So one away here in the Chicago 4th, and here comes Junior. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off. Three runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And it's a ball and a strike to Ken Griffey Jr. The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2.
The count is 1-2.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. And Junior lays off that one, and the count's back even at 2-2.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
Now Junior swings and misses on a good pitch that time as he's set down for route number 2.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Standing in now, Mike Piazza.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. And a big swing and a miss from Piazza as they jump ahead of him 0-2 here.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more from Wrigleyville right after this. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Leury Garcia. He drew a walk his first time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is taken outside for ball 1. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. The 1-1. Is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
3-1. Three and 1. Here it is. Changeup too low. He walked him.
And that hole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that, because I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Carlos Rodon. He popped out in his first trip. First pitch of the at-bat. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. To second for one. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. He's through 5 without allowing a hit. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 3 and the White Sox nothing. And now the Cubs pitcher, Darryl Burrows. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First offering on its way. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. The 1-1 is a fastball that misses. The 2-1 home is in there for the second strike. The 2-2. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
Boy, he's really on a roll in the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
In now, Cal Ripken. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. One out, nobody on. Behind 0-2 now.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Now another 0-2. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Hit hard to the right side, but foul. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Here's one that misses inside, and the counts run full now. 3-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, this guy's been slumping at the plate. Saw his average fall below 240 prior to this at bat. That knock had to feel good.
Joe Morgan.
Into the box, Joe Morgan, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Set to deliver the 0-1. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
The guy on the mound must have a different scouting report than we have right here. This looks like a beautiful situation for a double play right here, but he continues to pound up in the zone.
Ripken, base runner at first with 1 out. Missed with a slider.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing at a bat at that pitch.
The 1-2. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. He'll try again. 1-2. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider.
You know, guys, these hitters have had some great looks at that slider so far, and clearly they're all on the same page. The plan is simple. Lay off that slider and make him bring up something straight in the strike zone.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Runners on first with 1 down. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
Into the box now, Jeff Bagwell. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Cubs strand 1, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. So here is Avisail Garcia. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Right fielder, Avisail Garcia.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball just a bit high. There's a strike. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 2-1 home. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Ready for another chance? Tim Anderson. No hits to this point. First pitch on its way. And that one just missed outside. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
And it's 2 balls and a strike for Tim Anderson. Got him to go down after that one, and it's 2-2.
When your team is behind this late in the game, it's not a good look for you as a hitter to show no discipline and wave at a pitch that wasn't even sniffing the zone.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one, and this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
Standing in now, Frank Thomas. He swings and grounds it to short, and the White Sox have their first hit of the game.
Wow, I was starting to wonder if we had to go on no-hit alert, Dan. I know you were privy to that. 6th inning right here, they finally break through with their first hit of the game.
And you have to wonder, D-Row, this guy had been cruising all along going into this 6th inning. We'll see if he can be able to buckle down right here. The 6th and 7th innings are normally the toughest inning for a starting pitcher, so we'll see if he can minimize the damage now.
Called strike over the outside part of the plate. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now the 0-1. And it's 1-1. Thomas, the runner at first with 2 gone. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
Now the 2-1. Oh, tough pitch. Things just not going his way on the mound right now. 3-1.
Well, the tying run looms on deck, so keeping this guy off the base is essential. In danger of walking him right here, though.
Fouled away.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Here comes the payoff pitch. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. White Sox leave 1. They trail it here 3-0. Striding in once again, Junior Moore. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Moore.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Moncada fields it cleanly. 1 away.
From left field, number 3, Babe Ruth.
Digging in to try it again. Babe Ruth 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Thompson looks up. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot for Babe Ruth. Number 17 for him on the season. And with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
So now the White Sox manager will slowly make his way toward the mound, and he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. Gone after 5 1/3 here, as he never really found his groove in this one. Gregory Infante will come on in relief now, as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season.
Gregory Infante. Now batting, third baseman.
Stepping in now, Mike Schmidt, and he fouls this one off. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. A 1 pitch on its way. Tough pitch to lay off. The slider stays high for ball 1. A 1-1. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Off-speed pitch, and there is strike 3 called. And boy, that zone just got a bit larger. 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
In now, Ken Griffey Jr. as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Infante stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. He's a second-year big leaguer. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the third time. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. The 5, 6, and 7 hitters to start the 7th. It's now 4-0 Chicago. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Davidson. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1.
Hey, sometimes you have to look at it like it's not how or how many. Pitching very well into this one into the late innings, and his first pitch strike percentage less than 50%. He'd like it to be a lot higher than that. He's making it very difficult on himself, but he's still getting outs.
A ball and 2 strikes to Matt Davidson. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
And it's late to his afternoon of work, and the longer this at bat goes, the better chance of him making a mistake. But as a guy starts to tire, they're more likely to leave the ball up. But man, he's been good so far.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Fouled off. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
When you're this deep into a start, it can be really exhausting and annoying when a hitter makes you work as hard as he did right there. He got the strikeout, that's great, but he's probably thinking, get that guy out of here.
Into the box, Trace Thompson. As he'll take a look at ball 1. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. The 1-0 home. Hit hop, and whoa, this is off the third base bag. Gloved by Schmidt, and he will reach it first, but it's very possible that he might have had 2 bases there had that ball not hit the bag.
I'll tell you what, D-Row, this guy's been on point. After that knock, that's only their 2nd knock of the game, and it's getting late into this one.
Yeah, it's frustrating. You can see it from the manager to the hitting coach to everyone in this lineup. They are really upset with the way they've swung the bats. Maybe this is the start of something late.
First delivery to him on the way. And a changeup right down the middle. The 0-1 pitch. Favorable call in there for a strike. Thompson, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
Now batting, left fielder.
Digging in the switch hitter, Leury Garcia. A couple of walks for him thus far. Ready with his 100th pitch of the ball game. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. From the belt, the pitch, and it's fouled away. Trying to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
The 1-2 misses, ball 2. Still even at 2-2.
He might not want to throw that one again. I know his timing was a little bit off at the dish, but he kept his hands back, just missed that one, fouled that one off really hard.
Line drive to center field. Moore will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. A man left for the White Sox. They trail here 4-0. Digging in once again, Mike Piazza. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
Mike Piazza.
Now here it comes. Try to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1.
Hey.
1-2 now. The 1-2 pitch to Piazza, and he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Ready for another shot now, Darryl Burrows. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. This is in the air out to left field. Garcia is there, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, shortstop, Cal Ripken Jr.
Ready once again, Cal Ripken. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Jose Abreu is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Jose Abreu.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Griffey waits on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. 8th inning here from Wrigley Field, and the bums are happy in the bleachers. The homestanding Cubs lead this one over their inner city rival White Sox as you get a look at the line score to this point. So here is Avisail Garcia. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
Here comes the pitch for Garcia. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Griffey racing back and gone into the right field bleachers. It's a solo home run here from Avisail Garcia. 4th home run for him on the season. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
Well, they're still down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give them a spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets them going.
The batter, number 7.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Every pitcher gives up home runs, some more than others, but the best ones forget about them as soon as the next guy digs into the batter's box. He showed me a lot right there by going after the next hitter and striking him out on only 3 pitches.
Standing in now, Frank Thomas. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Now the 1-0. And this will be fouled away. Two out, nobody on. And they'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And it misses. 3-1 now. Johnny Bench would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Swing and a miss as he goes back to the cutter here. 3-2. And the one thing you can say about Thomas is that his sense of the strike zone is as good as anyone's as he coaxes out a base on ball.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball.
And even though he's had some success against this guy in the ball game, he still knows he's a very dangerous opponent. He won't want to fall behind him any further.
Here's the 1-0. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. And bye-bye. That one's gone into the bleachers. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these two clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Yeah, Matt, you know what, D-Roll, we got up this morning for this day game here. We were expecting a high-scoring game, but, boy, we haven't been disappointed.
Yeah, you take the temperature of a lot of guys in the league. They definitely will tell you they see the ball better in the daytime than they do at night. Case in point today, ball was jumping off the bats of both lineups.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. Dennis Eckersley enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8. Into the box now, Matt Davidson. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Nope, that's down.
And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. Cubs lead it 4-3.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the White Sox, number 52, Xavier Seguin.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Joe Morgan. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8.
Joe Morgan.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that one stayed up a little high. One 1-0 pitch on the way. Now a ball hit sharply toward third, and that is down, as that could be 2 bases. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
When you're leading by 1 run, you want to do everything you can to add to the lead and give your bullpen a little breathing room. It makes a big difference. So double here goes a long way towards making that a real possibility.
The next Cub up, Jeff Bagwell. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. And a neck-high fastball that time.
And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing.
The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. Morgan leads off second with nobody out. In the dirt here, and he's called out on a close play at third.
Hey.
3-1. The 3-1 in the air now out to right field. Garcia giving chase. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Now batting, center fielder, Junior Moore.
So in now for Chicago, Junior Moore. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. (4-3) our score here as we play the 8th. Lifted into center field. Thompson's under it. And that's the 3rd out. Cubs are down quietly, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Fergie Jenkins comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Fergie Jenkins.
Ready now for the White Sox. Trace Thompson. He'll be the one to lead it off, needing 1 to tie in the top of the 9th.
Hey, not an easy thing to do to try to come back and tie a game or take the lead off of a guy like this, one of the game's elite closers.
Morgan is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the 9th as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. First offering on its way. Up around the face. Jenkins is up over 4,500 innings of work in his long career and logged in with an ERA in the low 3s. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. 2 balls and no strikes. The count to Yoan Moncada. Ball 3.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
3-0 pitch. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
Up next for Chicago, Leury Garcia. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball one. One out, one on, and a one-run game. And there he goes towards second. Strike taken, the throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
90 feet is a big deal when you're talking about a one-run game, so that's a little risky. But, hey, sometimes you have to be aggressive and force the other team to stop you.
1-1. Fouled away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second just because he took the first one that this pitcher won't come back.
The outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. Omar Narvaez will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 38, Omar Narvaez.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. They'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. One and one.
1-1.
Fastball not close. It's 2-1 now. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. The White Sox down to their last strike. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And he'll put this one away without much trouble. And the Cubs have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
A one-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The Cubbies jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Darryl Burrows notches his 3rd win of the year, striking out 12 in the process. Carlos Rodon struck out 10 in the losing effort. Fergie Jenkins records the save, his 12th of the season. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plezak and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 4 runs, 7 hits. No errors. With us 2 on base. White Sox, 3 runs, 4 hits. No errors. They left 7 on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 59 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 45,936. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.
Welcome to your Saturday edition of Inside the Show. I'm Justin Allegri. Proud 4-3. Doc Ellis got his second W of the season, helping the Pirates